After 5,000 hours in XCOM 1 and 2, you'd think I'd be burnt out in the XCOM series. But no, my god, this game is so much fun! I cannot wait to share it with you guys in this series today. I have what I think is going to be the funnest possible theme for the campaign. We're going to go all melee characters, hyper-aggressive, get right in their face, strangle them, smash them, we're even gonna lick them. My name is Xavier, and welcome to XCOM Chimera Squad. Thanks to 2K for shooting us a key, they actually shot us 2 keys, so guess what? I'm gonna give one away to you guys. All you need to do is leave a comment down below with an XCOM-related rhyme. Like, for example, my favorite character is Axiom here from this campaign, so something like this. Axiom, you fish face, now I've made you red. Go forth, you beauty, and crush your enemies. Dead. Fun times with intros out of the way. Let's jump right in. Start new game. Impossible. We will shut off the tutorial because we have to, and otherwise we'll leave everything on.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Political intrigue, boys! So here's the deal for this campaign. I'm currently playing Gears Tactics. The videos for that will come out on Monday when the embargo lifts, but I want to go full melee in this game. A, because it just sounds incredibly fun, B, because I love Axiom, and C, because I want to make a direct comparison between the full melee in this game and the full melee in that game. Just playing 2 games, totally different developers, same turn-based tactics style, but wildly different approaches to the game. They're both super fun in different ways, but we're going to go super melee this campaign. So Axiom is our resident fish face brawler muton. He has Smash, he has Rage, basically he can punch enemies, and he can occasionally go berserk, which is amazingly fun. I kind of feel like this guy's me incarnate from 2040, except a little bit more fishy, or possibly less fishy, depending on like your perception of me. But anyway, we'll add in Zephyr as well. She's a Templar, essentially. She has no guns, but has the ability to punch her enemies, and also she can run across the map with a fearless advance. That's what our entire campaign strategy is going to be. She can also parry bullets with her hands. Godmother here is a standard assault shotgun style user who has scatter shots like a cone with a shotgun. Also Alpha Strike, which is going to be a lot of fun a little bit later on. Gives us additional action points in the very first turn. And lastly, we're going to have a Torque, a slithery snake who can bind our enemies and lick them with his tongue. Once we lick them with the tongue, I think we'll get up there and give him the old fish face punch in the nose. And that's my strategy after playing XCOM for 5,000 hours. Sounds good. Let's roll.
Chimera Squad, heads up. Director's on the line from XCOM HQ.
Chimera Squad, I know you're still settling in, but this cannot wait. A short time ago, insurgents crashed the opening of City 31's Memorial Museum. They took Mayor Nightingale hostage. 3-1 PD attempted a rescue, but the insurgents triggered a plasma bomb. Everyone inside was lost. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
So we have 3 options that we can investigate first up. We have the Progeny, Grey Phoenix, and Sacred Coil. Progeny are human scions, or we could be fighting alien scavengers with the Grey Phoenix, or hybrid mutants like walking chrysalids. These are actually pretty fascinating, but I think I'll do the Progeny this time. Fighting humans sounds like an interesting take on XCOM, huh?
The Progeny have a small but loyal human membership, all with psionic capability. Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
All right, I actually really like the Invisible Ink inspired gameplay and kind of like the spy stealth mechanics. It feels a lot like Phantom Doctrine, like with the breaching maneuvers and then also just the general emphasis on spies. But that being said, let's look around the base a little bit. Over here is the training facility. Any unit we put in here will gain 2 hit points. What I would actually do if I could is put someone in right now and go run the first mission with only 2 characters, but the game actually doesn't let you launch a mission without a full APC of 4 characters. So every one of these guys we can put in here eventually. I think they train for 2 or 3 days. They get 2 hit points each, which is colossal considering they have like 6 to 8 or 9 right now. Over here we have Spec Ops, where we can send a unit to spend 3 days gathering different resources that we want. Up here we have the Assembly. Right now there's nothing really to assemble besides the android personnel. That'll take 2 days and 10 Elerium. Very good. And then lastly, we have the city map here to pick out our mission. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, up here we have kind of like a doomsday clock with city unrest. If this hits 14... then XCOM can no longer remain, and we'll have to move on to City 32. The stakes are high, guys. I hope you're on board. Anyways, this is your typical Doom clock. I do like that it has 14 pips and it's revealed right away. It's pretty cool. We have the Elerium at 45, Intel at 50, and 130 credits. Let's hit up the city map. Now, we can build little facilities at all of these places, finance, security, or technology, and they essentially just give us more passive income every Friday. Additionally, if we want to run missions in those areas, we get more bonuses. However, it's going to be a while till we get these up and online. The first mission is going to be super easy, maybe the second one too, so I'm going to try to get through those relatively quickly at a brisk pace, and maybe we can do 3 whole missions in this first episode here. I want to play this game a lot, and I'm feeling every single day if we can get the videos out. I have to be honest, though, between this and Gears Tactics and our XCOM Star Wars series, by the way, if you're new here, check that out. We'll throw up a link on the screen right now. It's a lot of fun. Between all of those and RimWorld, whoo, we're talking like 200-something hours a week between the 2 of us. There's just not enough time. Anyways, let's go hit up this mission. Investigate the Progeny, 30 credits. Now, we want to build a few things here. We've got 130 credits, and I think probably the coolest thing there is in here is a ceasefire grenade. Disables all firearms in a large radius. Considering how few turns each mission takes, this is going to be really, really good and get us out of sticky situations. So I think we'll buy 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's go equip them on essentially everyone, I reckon. Ceasefire grenade on Zephyr. On Godmother, and, well, Torque can always bind, so you know what, let's give the last one to Axiom over here. Additionally, Axiom will have the ability to smash through a wall a little bit later on, but for now, let's give him breaching charge, so we can blow up a wall and then run through it to create our own entry points. Off we go. God, I really hope Firaxis makes more of these games, because this is just cool.
PD asked to speak with this company's owner about his connections to the Progeny. That's when his staff pulled weapons, and the police barely made it out.
Focus on the owner. Subdue if possible. Take him down if not.
These little mini-game style XCOMs, they're really cool for trying out different mechanics. They can get a little bit of money for 2K at the same time, and they're just fun. They're just literally fun. Anyway, I'm just glad they're releasing it, because I thought they weren't going to release anything till XCOM 3, so I thought I'd point that out. If you guys aren't familiar with how this works, we can select each one of these squares up here. 1 character can fit into them. So we could send all 4 people through the main door, like this, if we wanted to. Or we could send people through the side windows here, and every location gives a different bonus. So whoever comes through the side window on the left, successful shots on enemies will crit, all right? If that's the case, let's send him Axiom over here. Axiom's over here now. We'll put everyone over here, and plus 25 aim during the breach. That's useless on Zephyr, because Zephyr doesn't have a gun. All right, we'll put Zephyr over here, and then we'll put Godmother over here. The first person through the door is guaranteed to land their shot. That means our Torque Snake. And we're also going to get 1 armor on the first person through. Let's do it, boys!
Follow me.
I really, really like this breaching mechanic versus XCOM 2's stealth mechanic, where you can spend 15 hours moving around. This just gets you right into the action. Lots of fun. Our options are breach fire or cover rush. Obviously, we shoot, 100%. Everyone who goes through the breach gets an action, and then various things play out after that. You guys will see in a second here. Let's take a shot on this acolyte. Wow, okay, hit for only 2. Let's do the fearless advance back there. I think that'll take care of the acolyte. Now you'll notice everyone we're attacking is surprised currently, so there's 3 status effects they can have. Surprise gives us a 30% chance to hit them. If they're alerted, we don't get that, but it's just basically normal. And if they're aggressive, they get a counterfire shot on us right after we take our breaching shot, and then all the turn order and initiative is played out. So what just happened there is we came in, we had 3 actions, and we took all 3. Godmother, Torque, and Axiom all shot. We set up Zephyr, who doesn't have a gun, ergo doesn't get a breaching shot, to immediately do a fearless charge, and that played out after all 3 of our breaching shots. Now, if there was someone in here who was aggressive, they would have shot us before Zephyr ran in and took her ability. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're playing with this character. Things can be slightly out of order. Everyone doesn't get to go on your side just before all the other enemies all the time necessarily. On the top right here, we have the timeline. So Axiom goes first, followed by the Acolyte, followed by everyone else. Let's see if we can't just finish him off. Not so much, but you know what we can do? Come on, Axiom. Give him the fish face! Awesome. All right, now, the cool thing about this is we can come up here and subdue. Everyone you subdue and save gives you more intel later on, so you're way better off subduing enemies rather than killing them outright. Oh, little Torque's a slowpoke.
Shame he didn't resist.
Those hybrids moved in unison, part of a larger whole, like Advent soldiers.
We'll find more answers inside.
That was phase 1. So now we have phase 2 of Breach, and a lot of these missions play out with up to 3 different phases. So, security door. We can't get in here unless we have a auto key card. Nobody actually has one, so we're forced to come in the main door then. Last unit through the entrance is marked until the end of the encounter, and units automatically enter Overwatch after the breach. All right, well, everyone just get on in. Doesn't really even matter which direction.
Keep behind me.
Okay, we can see here everyone is green. Well, if they're green, that means they're surprised. They'll turn orange if they're alert, and red if they're aggressive. Ooh, Axiom. I love how he's freeze frame flying across the map. Okay, Torque, let's see it. Zephyr was marked because she was the last one through the door from the breach phase.
Covering.
I won't get in your way.
And we all get an Overwatch because that was the bonus for coming through the breach phase. All right, now, let's take a look at the turn order. Axiom goes first, followed by this thrall right there. We are 1 tile short of getting all the way up there. What we could do, though, move on up. And let's actually throw a ceasefire grenade on them. Can't quite hit both of them, but hey, we can hit this one. Wadoop.
Grenade out.
Now, I'm assuming these ceasefire grenades aren't single use, and we get to use them again in the next mission. But we'll see. I may actually be wrong about that, not sure. Another thing we can do is team up over here. It's only once, though, per mission. And that would send someone to the top of the list, and then we get 1 more person ahead of the thrall. Let's actually use our team up. I think we're going to use it not on Godmother, but on Zephyr. That'll pop Zephyr above the Acolyte down here. Badoom. I'm not sure if she can make it all the way across there, but we'll see. And let's pop Psych up over here now, giving us a rage point. You can see down here in the bottom left, 1 rage point.
Incoming.
And Zephyr can indeed not make it all the way. That's unfortunate.
Out of my way.
Wow. I did not realize that they could just reload and immediately shoot after the grenade. So that doesn't really do anything besides preventing them from moving unless they're flanked. Then I assume they'll move and reload. But wow. Notice that we took another rage point here, so we now have 2 on Axiom. You can tongue pull your own units? Really? Okay, here we go, boys! Give him the tongue!
Time for a face-to-face.
Lick him good! Woo! Well, we were on Overwatch. Not that it did us any good whatsoever. Pretty hilarious, though. Ooh. Could we just bind him?
Putting the squeeze on.
You can move, tongue lick, and bind all at once. That's crazy. Now, I haven't played with Torque, but I did play with Zephyr, Axiom, and Godmother for 3 missions, so I have some idea of how they work. After this, the Acolyte down here gets to go, and he's really not going to do anything. We'll just Overwatch. Ooh, Overwatch now is a cone. Isn't that cool? Wow, and it's huge. Okay.
Covering my zone.
You shoot, I'll scoot.
Well, he didn't do very much. To me, this seems like a lot of fun, right? We could come up here and try to get intel, but we won't quite knock him out. Could we then punch him again with Zephyr? That's a good question. I think so. So let's actually just go for the subdue over here. It's extra intel. Why not?
Let's try that again.
And yes, indeed, 100%. Boom.
Hostile subdued.
I'm not sure. He's really subdued, to be honest. You automatically reload at the end of every breach phase, too. We have 2 options, the wall and the main door. The wall requires a charge. Only Axiom has one. Now, if we come through here using the charge, all non-aggressive enemies, meaning alerted, will become automatically surprised. Not bad. Also, we get ready for anything. All units through this entrance gets 50 dodge for 1 round. All right, Axiom, use the explodey. Looking good. Everyone else just come through here. Last unit through will have their weapon disabled. Well, guess what? We put Zephyr through. Zephyr doesn't have a weapon.
Watch and learn.
He just stands like on the explosive. He doesn't care. Okay, we got 1 guy who's not surprised over here on the right. He's actually aggressive. 62%. You know what I'm thinking of doing? Let's try to take him down. Wow, look at that. There's actually another one. Right inside there. Thrall aggressive. Badoop. Now, we're giving up really high chance shots here to go for these guys, but I feel like taking them out so they don't shoot us right now is a smarter move. 61. Beautiful Torque. Absolutely beautiful. And let's take the last one down 100%. Look at the casual Muton. Oh! Oh, I forgot. Zephyr doesn't get to go till after the aggressive. I even explained that in the last mission. What a doofus. To my defense, though,
VIP is present. Subdue if possible.
this civilian Muton is hilarious. Like, I mean, look at him. That's what I was looking at. You can't blame me for not having any idea what's going on when that's on my screen. Like, it demands attention. Speaking of demanding attention, what do we even have here? Thrall with 4 hit points. Acolyte with 6 hit points. Thrall with 4. Over here we've got, I'm not even sure, Acolyte with 6. And then we have the VIP over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to go with Axiom, followed by Thrall at 4, Acolyte at 6, and Axiom's already down to 4 hit points. That is no good. Let's go Psych up.
On the edge.
And let's go Smash. Now, this is dangerous. We'll come over here to get some cover. We may get shot and immediately bleed out. However, we may get shot and only take 3 hit points and then go in Berserk.
Popping over.
See how it works. Oh, Axiom, no. Ooh, ooh, Muton rage! Rage! Well, boys, he's a Muton. What do you expect?
Behold your shackle.
Behold your shackle? Wow, this is not working out well. Oopsie doopsie. Let's run into the immediate middle open here with Godmother, and let's see if we can't get
You're safe.
a
Get
scatter
moving.
shot off. Oh, I should probably mention, when you run next to the civilians, they immediately get saved, and I think there's actually penalties if the civilians get killed. So you want to be a little bit careful about that. You're supposed to be maintaining the peace, and look at this, we can indeed do it. All right, Godmother, give them the beans. Oh, one down. Now, if you're in full cover, you get 1 damage reduction, which is pretty cool. Acolyte goes next. Interesting. One thing we could do is just go subdue him for intel. Probably makes a lot of sense. After that, Zephyr gets to go, and then we can go... Not even worry about the accountant. He'll just start moving. Subdue makes the most sense right now. Hadoop. It's guaranteed.
Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Okay. Zephyr's not at all happy about that. Accountant goes next. Axiom goes after that. And then both of they go. Zephyr could easily be on the ground at the end of this. Now, the subdue only does 3. It's not enough for either one of them, so we're going to have to just try to take one out. That obviously will not be enough. The thing of it is, though, is that we can then run away. So let's take this one down through the door. Woo! Beautiful. Now we get momentum whenever we take someone down, so we get another action point. Let's just run away. Zoom. If your characters go all the way to bleeding out, they get a scar at the end of the mission. And that's something I'd like to avoid, obviously. Axiom, I don't think could be hit for 4 here. I think it's only 3 in this mission. It could actually be 4, though. So, smart move is play it safe. Always psych up. We've got 3, now 4 rage. Let's subdue this doofus into high cover.
Stop wiggling. You're caught.
Awesome. That's what I wanted. Split the damage on Godmother because she's standing in the open.
Low.
Well, no reason not to go for extra intel. Get out of here, friend.
Shame you didn't resist.
Operation Night Dream. Axiom wounded. Zephyr wounded. Godmother lightly wounded. As far as I can tell, these don't mean anything. Unless you were knocked out and then you're gravely wounded and then you get a scar. Otherwise, I think everyone will be healed and ready to go tomorrow, so not a big problem. We captured 5 enemies and we've earned 20 intel. Let's go do another one. 30 credits as well as the intel.
Progeny went after expensive assets. What's behind their sudden need for funding? They have no love for hybrids, which presumes a motive to kill the mayor. As for means, psionics could give them the ultimate insider, a member of Mayor Nightingale's protective detail.
Well, that's mission number 1 of figuring out what the progeny are up to. Let's go see what else we can do. New recruit is unlocked now. Okay. Well, Verge, I have to say, is pretty freaking cool, but everyone is playing with him. So I think I'm going to take Shelter. I even played with him, as you can see here. I add a little check mark. You can also view the meta content to see how far you've progressed in each of the 3 factions, as well as like all the agents that you've unlocked and all the different weapons you've unlocked. Kind of a cool little thing there to encourage you to replay a few times. Let's go Shelter, though. He has Relocate. Agent psionically swaps positions with targeted enemy or ally. That just sounds like a lot of fun. Also, that does not automatically end the turn. And then we have Dazzle once we unlock it. at rank 1, I believe, after our first promotion. And then I can say, give him the razzle-dazzle! It'll be so much fun. Agent launches a psionic blast that disorients all enemies near the breach point. Targeted enemy is disoriented for an extra turn. 1 use per mission. Looks good. If you guys didn't know, every single character comes with a biography, so you can see kind of where they came from and also what they were doing prior to the invasion, along with the XCOM 1 timeline of 2015, everything they did up until XCOM 2 timeline, and then what they did after the war. So pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to read through all this, but it's all here if you want to pause it or check it out. Anywho's, shelter, confirm. One thing I really meant to do was tint our armors red. Let's actually come to Axiom first. This just feels like me. I'm going to pretend this is my character for the rest of the campaign. This is the only customization you can do in this campaign, unfortunately, but we can apply it to all agents, and we can just have a beautiful, fiery red team of aggressive melee death. Beautiful. Let's check out the base. We're still working on android personnel for 1 more turn.
The progeny uses psionic relays to coordinate their forces, but that's impossible without serious automation. They must rely on modified advent tech to pull this off. Locate and confiscate it to disrupt their operations.
So we have our faction mission up here. However, we can't do it because we don't have enough intel. We have 5 days for it right now. We come over here to locate power spikes. I believe this gives us plus 2 days towards the operation reveal. Okay. And then we can come do these things if we wanted to. End of the line. If we don't do them, the unrest is going to go up by 3 out of 5 total points here. My thinking is this. We should do tech support to get the intel because it feels like a very valuable resource early on. One thing I'd really like to do, though, is do some training. Let's put in Axiom, actually, for the plus 2 hit points. He's going to be my super mega tank, and I don't want him dying. It's going to take him 2 days to train up for those 2 hit points. So in the meantime, we'll need 1 extra character over here, which is going to be Shelter. Let's go do tech support.
Squad. I'm Commissioner Maloof of 3-1 PD. When your agents can handle a situation better than my officers, I'll send the details your way. I look forward to working with you.
Okay, 45 intel, we're off. Let's give out our 1 spare grenade. Oh, you know what? We can't. Look at that. I really didn't think Axiom would take the grenade with him into the tubes, but apparently he did. Well, let's build another one then. Ceasefire grenade. Boom. Let's give it to Torque. I could go take him out and then redo it, but it's fine. Let's just roll. Every time that rolls out, I want to go, regulators! Ooh, quadruple repel. 1 slot for each character. These 2 slots get 3 mobility for 1 round. This is 50 dodge, and that's 25 aim. Let's give 25 aim to Torque. He's the most likely to actually shoot something. He'll probably just tongue grab, but still. 50 dodge, I suppose. We'll give that to Shelter. He'll be in the back line, and the plus 3 mobility will work wonders on Godmother and Zephyr, charging across the map. In we go.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
Time to move.
It feels so anticlimactic when they come in one at a time and then animate. It's like, we're here, guys. Wow, look at that distortion. It's like a fun house. Okay, this is a little bit more difficult. It did say it was a challenging mission, right? So we have not 1, not 2, but 3 units that are aggressive. Also, I'd like to point out the hit points of these guys. 8 on the Bruiser, with 1 armor. Over here, we have an Acolyte with 6. This is a Hitman with 7 health, some kind of, I think the blue is like a single point of damage reduction once, whereas the yellow is armor that's there until you shred it. And then over here, we have an Acolyte with another 6. Absolutely insane. Well, best thing we can do, breach him. Oh, there's another aggressive one over here, too. Very unfortunate. Ah, for him. Okay, we have no chance of a guaranteed kill, so 86 it is. We can actually take the Thrall down with Fearless Advance. However, we're going to take a bunch of shots right now. Oh! Ooh! Vicious. Speaking of vicious.
See that target? Stop it. ASAP.
I like missions like that. I think I can do that one. See the target? Stop it. Well, boys, this Acolyte's over here, and this is 100%, and this will get us into position for what we need to do. So zoom, zoom, and a boom, boom, as they say.
Arrested the target.
Yeah, put him in the jail cell for later. Let's also immediately interact with this and shut it down. Now, Shelter's a new guy. I haven't seen him before. What does he have? He has Fighter Weapon, and he has Relocate. Okay. Does Relocate end the turn? The answer is no. If it did, it would say down here, ends the turn. Like, for example, Fire Weapon says, will end turn. I have an idea. I have a really good idea. That Hitman looks pretty scary. The Acolyte, not so much. He won't kill anybody. Let's relocate all the way over here with the Hitman. Boop. Sweet. And now we team up with Godmother, who can get a flank and possibly go for a good crit here. Ooh, and we get to go again? No way. All right, well, let's roll our luck, right? Ba-doop. Holy debut. Shelter did some work that time, boys. Let's come over here and subdue before the Acolyte gets to go. This is how things are done.
Hostile subdued.
And now we're just like, oh, hey, buddy. I heard you're a hitman. What do you think about slippery, slickery tongue snake? Bloop. I'm gonna lick you, and then I'm gonna slither all over you.
Just go to sleep.
Now, do I have to actually end like 8 turns until this guy's done, or? Nope. Wow. That was a real nice quality of life. I honestly expected to have to end turn like 8 times. So when I first read, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is it Mark Nuta or Nauta? Either way, he's the lead developer of this game. And when I first saw the reveal trailer, I thought to myself, I like this guy's design. I really like everything about the way it's streamlined, the way things just work, they flow, you get in. I like the alternating turns. It seemed like he had inspiration from both Invisible Inc. and Phantom Doctrine and several other games, all of which I liked. I like his design a lot, and I'm just very appreciative that I don't have to end turn 8 times there. Like, really, really more appreciative than I should be. But anyways, I'm very thankful. For 3 captured enemies, there's a 60% chance to earn 20 intel. Okay. 45 intel, and yeah, 60% turned into guaranteed 20 intel. Sweet. Now, all of the unrest has risen other places, but that's okay, and we have completed Android personnel. Wow, we have some stuff to do now. 3 promotions. So Zephyr gets promoted to Parry. This is a fantastic skill. It allows us, instead of moving after we kill something, to instead set up a parry that literally dodges bullets or blocks bullets. That's really cool. Godmother has unlocked Alpha Strike. So she fires the shotgun during the breach, which I thought she was doing anyway. Could be mistaken about that. Pretty sure she was doing that anyway. This essentially gives us more initiative, so we move first before the enemies do on the timeline. Additionally, we get 1 bonus action on the very first turn, but we can only use it once per mission. That is ginormous. It's like a built-in run and gun. Or potentially, if there's other things we can do, like activate things, or click on stuff, or throw a grenade, and then also shoot. There's a lot of different potential options down the road. Lastly, Torque. He has unlocked Toxic Greeting. Torque spits a blast of poison The enemy will remain poisoned for 2 turns. Now, I don't know what that does as far as debuffs. Like, does it reduce their aim? I don't know. Also, he's got a purple tongue. What the heck? Is he a male snake? Do male snakes have purple tongue? Is this the new XCOM lore? What the? I think so. In the assembly, we've completed our android personnel. We've been given 1 android tactical unit. They're about 150 credits to build, so that's kind of cool. And we now have access to early items like modular weapons, modular armor, and modular androids. I'm going to go for modular armor, I feel, early on. It's 25 Elerium, and it's 2 turns. This will allow us Infiltrator Weave, Extra Padding, and Mock Weave. Now, like I said before, I've only played 3 missions of this, so after this point, I'm kind of flying blind, but I'm excited about that. This is going to be a largely blind playthrough. Otherwise, we've got nothing to do. We're just waiting over here for Axioms, so let's hit up the next mission. We have 4 days on this. And down here, we can support the 31st Police Department for 40 intel, or we can locate a missing informant for 35 Elerium. I know I've got a lot of intel, but I feel like having a lot more is a good idea. The one thing I did do is, by skipping this mission that was down here, we didn't prolong this by 2 days. However, I don't think it was necessarily the worst idea, or was it? We're getting a little low on Elerium, so let's locate the missing informant. And that's just a whole day goes by. That's an auto-completed mission. Well, let's sub out. I'm going to say Zephyr right now. We want to put Axiom into the APC. Let's put Zephyr over here in training. I want my frontline units to have as much hit points as possible before we go to do the next big, more difficult mission. Shelter needs to go in there. There we go. 20 intel, 20 intel. These are basically the same missions, so I guess we'll do extra padding armor mod. Over here, we've got advanced autoloader. I'd rather go for the extra padding. Let's do Operation Hot Tip. Now, we have Hydra over here. Look at this guy. Why isn't his armor red, though? That's better. Look at him, boys. Hydra, the red fire mech going on Operation Hot Tip. Let's rock and roll. Low visibility. Enemies are harder to hit. All right, let's put in someone who that doesn't matter for. Like Shelter, who can probably just swap. It's not a big deal. That's just a straight penalty for going in that window. +3 mobility. I would like someone to maybe absolutely smash across the universe. Sounds like Axiom to me. Successful shots on enemies will be a crit. Guess who has a shotgun? Godmother. And ready for anything? All units through this entrance get 50 dodge. Sounds like something a snake would like, eh?
We're heading in.
Breaching now.
Oh, 100% surprise. We have 2 of these bruisers. And a trooper. Here's a resident. Another resident. And over there we've got a acolyte. Well, first come, first serve. Right through the shield. That's crazy. Now, we could pop our Alpha Strike right now if we absolutely wanted to. I say, yes, let's do it. Alpha Strike. Wow! That was solid. Hey, propane tanks. So we have 2 rounds to collect the evidence, which is right over here. That's not a big deal. We'll auto-collect it if we kill everyone. Who goes next? This acolyte over here on the right. What can we do about the fact that he goes next? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can rotate him over here and buff someone to go ahead of him and just give him a fun time with friends. Better idea. Much better idea. We shotgun. Let's relocate this resident out here.
Castling.
Let's do team up. Let's do it on Godmother. I want her right now. Zoom, zoom. Wow, we could still come over here and subdue the resident? No way! Shelter has too much action economy, boys. Too much. I just assumed he was done, but he wasn't. Well, here's where we want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will we be able to hit that from that range? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. That's why I buffed her up so she could go before these two and do... Oh, so close. No cigar, though. All right, he goes next, so I think the 71's actually better versus the 83 on this sectoid, because he doesn't get to go until a little bit later. So 71 it is. Ba-doop! Oh, well. Look at this civilian snake cowering in the corner. It's so weird having civilians in this. Let's do a bit of the old rage against the machine. And how about bash against the machine? Okay, I've had some weird issues with the UI updating here. I don't know what the heck's going on. We can't actually bash them, so instead, let's smash them.
Kraken skull.
Wow. Why is Shelter panicking? Oh, because there was a psionic burst. Oh, cool. I didn't know that was a mechanic. Wow, that worked out great. Please panic some more, Shelter. You didn't take enough turns. What did Psi Domain do? +1 Psi damage. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Let's do a bit of the old get in my stomach. That dumb crap is so overpowered. It's like an auto anti-one guy. Okay, 83%, but why take an 83 when instead we can take a 100? Point blank. Ooh, you guys remember who we have over here? Axiom. All non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance are a surprise. First unit through over here gets 1 armor. Well, no one really needs it, but Godmother has the lowest hit points, so looks good. In we go.
Going in.
Breaching!
He literally puts his head in the explosion. Axiom is a boss. 94, 64. He's aggressive, though. 48. All right, let's go for the aggressives, boys. 64 it is. Don't care about the surprise doofus. Wow, 71? God, that looks beautiful. 59? This is just frigging incredible. Oh, we have poison now. Well, would you look at that? Let's give him a bit of the old toxic greeting. 100%. What? 100% hits for 3. That's better than an SMG. And yeah, I know that rhyme. Do you guys... Hold on. What am I even looking at over here?
There's our target. Secure it and get out.
This is a sectoid with a chef hat, naked eating noodles on the street. Okay. I guess that's gonna really inspire people to go buy noodles from that shop, I guess. What do we have on the map? Hitman over here. And over there we have an Acolyte. The Acolyte actually goes next. Is there anything Axiom can do about it? Nope, there's not. Let's go for a psych up.
Wired up.
Yeah, wind up indeed. Wind up and smash! Beautiful. Rage, boys! We're not done yet! Nice. God, I love rage. Yeah, sure. Give me some more rage. Yeah. Now then, who goes next? The bruiser around the corner. Question. Can we subdue him? The answer looks to be 100% yeah. All right. Badoop, badoop.
Hostile subdued.
And over here, the hitman's actually going to go next. So we can swap into position here and then have a perfect flank on the hitman. Once we... Do we even need to open the door? No, we don't. 79. Can we actually get out there and just... Wow! Shelter's a boss! Oh!
That was my fault.
Never mind.
Target weapon in sight.
Okay, I could use some more rage. We move all the way over here, yes, but that's all we'll be able to do. Well, we can at least shut down the Acolyte, guaranteed 100%.
I've got you.
Give them a tongue talk.
Don't struggle.
Oh! Uh-oh. I should have been paying attention. I didn't even know there were reinforcements. Holy, lots of reinforcements.
Need to reload.
Not good. Not good. Not good. I played a mission like this. It was the last mission I played before recording this. And literally 3 out of 4 characters were knocked out and one person made it out with 1 hit point with the last move. So... Scared. Scared, scared, scared. I should have paid more attention. This guy gets to go, but he's not going to go at all. Godmother's over here. She can probably move for the flank, shut down the Overwatch, but my god, there's not 1, but 2 of... What are these guys called? Berserkers? I can't remember. Bruisers. This Overwatch, if we move with Axiom right now, is not going to be good, but it probably won't kill him. We could come in here. Let's run it. Oh. I guess I didn't see where he Overwatched. Okay. Apparently opening things is a free action. And we just need to get out. That's it. I think they spawn indefinitely. So there's not too much reason for us to fight. Shelter will get to go after that bruiser. He'll get shot once, then he can run away. We'll be fine. If that's the case, then let's zoomy zoomy.
Moving.
With Godmother.
Get shot.
Do a bit of the old boomy boomy. Woo!
Protecting.
Wow, I've never even seen Riot God before. Okay, we'll take that. Keep on zoomings. Reinforcements imminent. I see. It's a timeline event. I'm a little bit worried about Axiom, because he could get downed here.
Target weapon in play.
I'm out again.
Well then, let's do a tongue pull over here. 88%. Zoop! Hope that is nice. It didn't proc the Overwatch. Now, can we just do a bit of the old subdue? Snake!
Why don't you lie down for a
Oh no! They came from there! This is getting hot!
No ammo.
Okay, Axiom, it's up to you, buddy. You need to get over here like 6 yesterdays ago. Do we take the high cover and hope they don't shoot us? Or do we go further away for range, but in the low cover where we can get shot? Dangerous times ahead. We can move out and throw a disabling grenade, but honestly, I'm not even sure that's going to matter. Let's just dash. I don't like this at all. Look at how many guys are going before we get to go.
She leads the way.
Okay, that's good. Good. Wow. So this bruiser, he's next. This bruiser, well, here, and then that bruiser. So this one right here is going to be a huge issue. No way we can kill him right now. What we could do, though, is throw a ceasefighter grenade. This does not end the turn. Awesome. And that will hit pretty much all of them.
Throwing grenade.
I know this friendly fire doesn't matter. We're out of here. If this one's flanked, I think he's... I'm not sure if he can bash. That would be really bad, huh? We can't really stay on the map. We're just gonna get wrecked with 2 hit points. We gotta get out. Suddenly, this has gotten tense. I was scared there also. She was like, wait, get out? You mean go in? The problem is now they're not flanked, so they can reload and shoot. Silly grenades.
Engaging target.
Oh! Okay, boys, we're alright, we're alright. Uh-oh, please come over here towards the Acolyte. Yeah, Axiom, get closer. One more. I don't want a scar on Axiom. He's my favorite boss. Don't know why I'm yelling. Who's next? Far Bruiser doesn't matter, followed by Acolyte right here. This Acolyte's gonna be a nightmare. Nothing we can do about it.
I have to move.
Let's move behind him. Maybe we can crit 33. Best chance. Okay, or Mineral Grace. Sure. Do we leave the map is the question, because if we do, Torque might have to stabilize, and then... No, we actually don't have to stabilize. You can be bleeding out and get off the map and you're fine, so it's not a big deal. Don't shoot Axiom, please. Okay, one more. Whoever he shoots is dead.
She leads.
Unless he doesn't shoot. Oh!
Don't sleep on the job. There's never enough ammo.
It's okay, boys. We've picked up the case. We're gonna pretend that we're picking up Axiom here. Oh, we're 1 tile away! You gotta be kidding me! We don't have any choice. We just go for a mass disable.
Throwing grenade.
We're definitely not gonna make it.
I go where she leads.
Wow. So here's what we should have done. When I moved Shelter over here, we could have just moved, grabbed the objective, and the next turn swap back in the same position. Lesson learned. There's going to be a lot of lessons learned in this campaign as I play through it largely blind, and that presents an interesting challenge editing-wise, because I don't think everyone wants to see the same mission played over and over again, but at the same time, there's lots of good lessons and opportunities to learn. So what we're going to try to do, and let me know if this works, is when we have to relearn something, we'll zoom through the beginning first few turns the second time, and then we'll get to the important crux of the information and slow down. We'll try to make the replay an experience. Here, check it out, and let me know what you guys think. And the objective. Actually gotta go for the objective. That's the lesson learned. I'm really surprised that they added reinforcements that defeated me. I have to say, Jake Solomon never did this.
You're caught.
Anyways, now we just get on out of the mission. It occurs to me I could have someone go get the objective and then tongue whip them back. That is fascinating. all right. Well, even when I knew what I was doing, that wasn't an easy mission. But what I learned there is Shelter's teleport all the way back makes him an unbelievably good agent for getting an object far away and then getting an enemy away from us as we retreat. That was freaking ridiculous, actually. That was pretty fun. I'm so glad this game isn't a complete pushover. That was really, really, really awesome. Let's go see if we get 20 intel from that. Hydra never came because he was undeployed. I'm not really sure in what circumstance they come out. I know you get reinforcements if people go down, but yeah, we had, in the last mission, we had Axiom and Torque go down, and Hydra never came out. So what's the deal with that? I don't know how that works. Awesome ending to the episode, though. Like, actually losing a battle in XCOM Vanilla. Granted, I didn't know anything about it, but even when I did know, it wasn't that easy. Extra padding armor. We also picked up 20 intel from the 60%, and we picked up 30 Illyrium. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's go take a look at the city map really quick. I'm wondering if I made a huge mistake not doing that purple mission that extended this by 2 days. I kind of assumed it didn't matter that much, but we only have 2 days. And nothing else has come up to prolong it. So, did I make a huge mistake? I guess we'll find out in the next episode, huh? Let's go do some promotions. First, though, we've completed modular armor. Why don't we set ourselves... Ooh, enhanced armor. New supply item, enhanced armor upgrade. That's 70 Illyrium and 8 days. That's going to be a while. Breach explosive, ceasefire bomb, smoke bomb, flash bomb. Breach tactical equipment, medipatch, holoscanner, target analyzer. Modular androids, giving them all kinds of cool things you can add to them, although I'm not quite sure how to get them in on the reinforcement mechanic. We have enhanced armor upgrade versus modular weapons. Modular weapons is super fast and super easy. Let's do that one. We still have one more day over here on Zephyr. I cannot wait for her. She's my favorite. Let's hit up our promotions now. Battering ram. Yes, boys. Axiom has ram. That means there's no longer any reason to allow him to have the breaching charge. Let's get it out of here. Who do we want to give the breaching charge to? You know who should really have it, I feel, is Godmother. Smash through the wall with Axiom. Oh, that would be beautiful. Next up, Shelter did some work there, grabbing that objective and teleporting out. And now he can do the razzle-dazzle. Shelter launches a psionic blast that disorients all enemies near the breach point. Targeted enemy is disoriented for an extra turn. Cool. I really like this game. I wasn't sure when I first started, but honestly, after playing it a little bit more, I really like it. Also, I really like Gears Tactics, which you guys will see on Monday. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, because we're going to have a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of everything else and a whole bunch of whole bunches. There's just going to be bunches of oats everywhere, boys. Anyways, when's we returning? Aww. Poor Torque has a scar. He's sluggish. Dodge reduced by 14. I think we can repair that later. I'm not sure, but that's pretty cool. When's we returning? We track some alloy thieves for 60 credits, because we currently have only 20, and that is not enough. This game's pretty fun. If you guys enjoyed the episode, remember to hit the like button. It super helps out the channel, and we'll see you next time. Oh, I forgot! Zephyr doesn't get to go till after the aggressive. I even explained that in the last mission. What a doofus. To my defense, though, this civilian muton is hilarious. Like, I mean, look at him. That's what I was looking at. You can't blame me for not having any idea what's going on when that's on my screen.